I feel it's an owner's responsibility to take care of his animals. Furthermore, I feel that if a dog causes damage to somebody else's property, the owner should be held liable. I feel like I should have the ability to shoot a dog that was messing with any kind of livestock that I had, like cows, goats, chickens, anything like that, to protect my investment. A wandering dog that I don't know if it's vaccinated or if it's mean or dangerous it poses a potential threat to my livestock, be either passing diseases along to them or killing them or causing them duress. I think that dogs that are allowed to roam free in the country can cause problems. I see dogs roaming all about whenever I'm driving around. I've had wandering dogs come up and get into my trash and cause a big mess that I have to go up and clean. I think the owner of the dog should be the one who has to come and clean the mess up. I have children. It's always a concern of mine that one of these stray dogs could come up and be dangerous and hurt one of the kids. I would be happier if there's regulations in the rural areas. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a minute to think about that. Well, in the cities, dogs are required to have rabies vaccinations, and people who live in the city have more of a tendency to vaccinate their dogs for other kinds of illnesses like parvo and heartworms. And I think it would be a good idea if people who had dogs in rural areas had to follow those same regulations. Um, in many urban areas, there's like there's not any there's no rules or regulations concerning spay or neutering animals in a rural area. And not all urban areas have it, but it seems to be effective in those that do have it. Well, because dogs that wander around just make more dogs that wander around. It's nature.
Yeah, sometimes we have calls of dogs, biting people, various reasons, whether they playing out in the yard playing with them or just strays coming up and just being real aggressive towards them and stuff like that. I said I usually pull around anywhere from 5 to 10 a week, regardless. That's strays. That's just all of them strays. People that don't want them no more, or attack dogs and stuff like that. I'd say the most common breed we bring in is probably labs, lab mixes. Any all sizes really, adults, puppies, young adults.
If you're talking about, for example, you just say you live out in the county, in Hunt County, for example, and you call and you got a dog issue, there's nothing I can do for you other than if you can catch the dog, you can bring it to me. I can't go out there and I can't catch the dog for you. I can't shoot the dog for you. I'm not supposed to. We don't patrol the county. Now, for some reason, it gets reported to, let's say, your local city. So let's say you report it to Lone Oak, and Lone Oak's somebody in authority of Lone Oak City calls our city and asks us to help them with something. That's a different matter. We accept it from anywhere. I don't care where you come from. I'll take it. But if you're a resident of Hunt County, there's no drop-off fee. If you're out of Hunt County, it's $15 a head. A lot of people are frustrated because they say that it's not even mine. This dog wanted on their property. You also, if you start feeding it, bam, it's your dog.
I feel that I have the right to let my dogs wander around my property since it is my property. I wouldn't fence my dogs out here in the country for protection and basically since I own the land. I feel that I shouldn't have to have my dogs in a fence for protection of my children, livestock, which is my livelihood. If dogs are fenced up, then they're not serving their purpose. They're not protecting what they are supposed to be protecting. No matter how much fence you put up, their animals are going to get out if they want to get out. It doesn't matter what you do; they're still going to find a way out.
It's not a dog's responsibility to know, or respect, boundaries that people have set up. I mean, a dog is going to do what a dog does. You being the more intelligent species, it's up to you to secure the things that you don't want unsecured, And dogs, like wandering onto other properties and things of this nature, it's an animal just like any other animal. You don't shoot every bird that lands in your yard. I mean, if it's not causing a commotion, creating, a violent situation, then, that's something that, once again, that's something that people have to handle. It's not a dog's responsibility to respect people's interpretation of what's theirs and what's not, because the dog operates on the most, natural instinct of, hey, if I can get there, I have a right to be there. And if you don't want dogs in your yard, it's your responsibility to fence your yard, not the dog's responsibility to know not to go into your yard.
This rascal would protect me. I don't know how he would protect me if he's in a fence. But I would worry about him running away if he wasn't in a fence. If he got out of this fence, he might run away. Or get hit by a car. Or get stolen. I would be sad.